Every few hours, Cairo seems to change in these last several days. A video has surfaced on YouTube that is causing a lot of consternation in diplomatic circles and also among those who see it, spreading a lot of rumors and stories. So we're trying to separate the facts from the fiction and from the rumors. I want to warn you, the video is disturbing. Now, this is different than two of the other videos you've seen of vehicles careening through the streets. This is a video which was reportedly, according to the posting on YouTube, taken on January 28th, which was last Friday, a day of pandemonium, a day of violence in this city where the police were still involved. There was widespread basically pandemonium in many parts of the city. Take a look at the video, then I'll tell you what you may be looking at. Now, that appears to be a white diplomatic vehicle, the kind used by the U.S. government here to move diplomats around. What the U.S. government is now saying about this video, as we watch it again and again, it is disturbing, I know that, is that on that day, on January 28th, they had a number of their vehicles, of their diplomatic vehicles, stolen, and that they had been receiving reports that they were used in criminal activities and involved in incidents like the one that appears in this video. We obviously cannot independently confirm that or verify it, but I was talking to Ben Wiedemann about it, and that, again, that is on the day that there was widespread violence. Ben Wiedemann was reporting that the embassy was virtually in lockdown very early on that day, so the idea that there would have been U.S. diplomats driving around in diplomatic vehicles doesn't really seem to make any sense. So it seems to jibe with what the U.S. State Department, the U.S. government is saying about these vehicles having been stolen. That's really all the information we have on the video, but it is certainly adding, it is just one more of the videos. And as you can imagine, now that the internet is back up in this country, you can imagine everybody here has been recording this revolution on cell phone cameras, and we're probably going to be seeing more and more disturbing videos over the next several days and or weeks. I'm joined by Jill Doherty in Washington, the foreign affairs correspondent. Jill, how concerned is the U.S. about the emergence of this video?
Well, they're worried, Anderson, that it could spark some anti-American sentiment. There's no question, because it's out on YouTube, it's out on other sites, it's being played on television stations. And the one thing they say is our personnel, the U.S. personnel from the embassy, were definitely not involved. And, you know, look at the way it was shot, too. It's very difficult to tell exactly because it's a kind of coming from above, an aerial shot. You really can't look in there and see who is in that vehicle, so it's pretty tough. But they say definitely no embassy personnel in that.
Right. It's also not a situation where there were necessarily pro-Mubarak demonstrators. You know, now there are places where you drive through where you get attacked by pro-Mubarak demonstrators, and, you know, some vehicles would naturally want to just keep driving through as fast as they can to avoid being attacked. That's certainly not the situation that occurred on January 28th, and it's not the situation that's represented in that video. It certainly looks like a vehicle just careening either out of control or intentionally steering toward some pedestrians and then moving on. Jill, let's talk about evacuations. I understand the U.S. government, they've stopped the U.S. government charters out of the airport. Is that correct?
They did because there's really not much demand, so they stopped it for today, Friday. They could start it up again if there were demand, so they're monitoring it as we go along, but so far no need for it. In fact, there are commercial flights, they said, that are going out with empty seats.
Right. We've been looking. There's numerous commercial flights now. Some get canceled, but a number of flights are taking off every day to various points, both to the United States and to points throughout Europe. How many people have they evacuated in total so far, Jill? Do we know?
Last we looked, it was 2,300 out of 3,000 who had asked for help. But it's not clear whether some of those, let's say the remaining 700 or so, got out on their own or couldn't get to the airport. It's not really that clear, but 2,300 so far.